everyone. Let us know if you could hear us and if you could see us just fine, and we will jump right in. Let's see if how the chat is going so far. We'll keep an eye out if everyone can see us / hear us. Ha ha ha. Alright, hello. We got some people saying hi in the chat. Hello.
Hello.
And nice, we got a thumbs up that they can hear us and see us perfectly fine. That's wonderful. Hello everyone, my name is Forsythia and I'm the Senior Community Manager for Vigor, and today we have two guests from our developer team. We have Filip Daňhel, who is our junior designer, and we have Zbyněk, who is our senior producer.
Yeah.
That's me. Hair flip. All right. So we've got some people still coming in the chat, so I think it would be nice to start off with some introductions, because I see that we have some new people in the chat who probably haven't either written in the chat or maybe watched our stream before. So we could start off with some introductions. Who would like to start between you two?
You can.
Hi, I'm Filip. I'm a designer, and my job is to come up with new features and new stuff in the game for it to be fun for you. And so I'm always checking. Well, not always, but I strive to checking your feedback, and that because that is what's crucial for developing new things for you. Because so I basically come up with the design team. We come up with new features for you, and yeah, that's basically it.
Mm-hmm. Great, thank you, Filip. If anyone has any questions for Filip, please feel free to leave it in the chat. And now, Zbyněk, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello again, my name is Zbyněk, I'm senior producer for Vigor, and basically my job is to coordinate team and events in a way that everything is ticking fine and we are able to deliver you new updates. So that's basically it.
Yep. Thank you, Zbyněk, for the introduction. If anyone has any questions for Zbyněk as well, please leave them in the chat. Alright, so today we will be showcasing what's coming with update 13.1. It's a minor update, but we'd still like to show you what we've, let's say, implemented into the game for you all to enjoy and see once the update drops publicly for you all. Let's try and show our players the what's new screen. I hope that it's legible. It might be a little bit small. I hope it's not too small for our players to see. But apparently there are already questions for Zbyněk and for Filip. Two different questions. Would any of you like to?
Diametrically different.
Would any of you like to address any of those questions on the Twitch chat? It's up to you, really. I will let you.
Yeah, I'm trying to be time master, but I'm failing sometimes. Like, there is not enough time. We would like to deliver much more things usually, but usually time is very not nice to us. So yeah, we are trying to squeeze everything possible into the quite short period of time. And yeah, if you call it time master, then that's what I'm
doing. And you're striving your best.
Yeah. Trying to get there.
And what about you, Filip? Would you like to funnily respond to that?
Yeah, I see you exactly. I can say I just comb it. Nothing special.
Combing is special. Some people don't comb their hair apparently.
Really? Is that a thing? Oh, right.
Well, if they have like
no hair,
if they have like a
point. That is
very close shave head, but not just enough. So, all right. And we have some people noticing already what's on our what's new screen. Let's read it out loud real quick. We will be implementing a new premium pack, Soldier of Fortune. There is a reworked and improved tutorial, and we will also be adding, or we have added, and you will see it when we release the update, Legacy Season 9. And we also have a new in-game news system, which it's heavily improved, and also it should solve a lot of the issues we have with in-game news, as we know that some players don't always receive the in-game news whenever they enter their shelter. And there is a new set of vinyls as well, and a new title to come along with it, which some of our Outlanders have already noticed. They were happy that we added new vinyls, although I cannot seem to find the message right now, but
Yeah,
it was there.
It was there.
It was there.
New vinyls is fun. Thank you.
Oh yeah, there.
Oh, nice.
That's great. Thank you. We're happy that you like the idea of it so far. Philip, could you please be so kind to press A to start so that we could enter the shelter? Alright. Let's see. Isn't Legacy Season 9 already active? It's a question from our YouTube chat, and it's not active just yet. It will be with update 13.1. So we hope you're looking forward to it. Alright, let's see what else the chat has to say. But on the other hand, this is the new in-game news system. It looks much better than it used to. So the layout is different. We added some nice bullets down there to add to the vibes. And this is actually the update preview build only for the partners and for us developers. So this in-game news is specifically for the partners, and I even put it on there that we have a more detailed changelog in our special partners Discord. So yes. Alright, and the interesting thing is that there is another in-game news feature that you can basically have two in-game news and you just have to change pages between them, so that you could see everything that pops up. It should be working and it should be functional already, with 13.1, which is awesome. And this in-game news is also specifically showing that we are now able to add images to our in-game news along with a bunch of information on the right-hand side. And it also mentioned that we have some UI changes to the lobby based on the booster apocalypse. Could you change the page again, Philip, please? Sorry. So yes, we will be showcasing it later on, but we heard your feedback that it was really hard for players to understand if the boosters were discounted right now. So we will be showcasing it later, that we decided to take that feedback and turn it into something constructive for the game to help players understand if there are discounts on boosters and insurance and such. Alright. Thank you, Philip. Feel free to close the in-game news, please. And let's... Oh, well, I wanted to see what the chat has to say, but there's also this pop-up which talks about Legacy Season 9 being available in the game. So yeah, this is the season where we introduced grenades, actually. So for those of you who are looking for the grenade plan, you may grab it through the Legacy Season 9, specifically. Battle Pass. Alrighty then. I would like to see what the chat has to say about this, because we've been talking about some new information already. Let's see what the chat has to say. What is it?
Yeah, and everybody is fascinated by Filip's hair.
Goddamn, even I'm jealous, Philip. You have good hair. Work it. Alright, we have a question about LMGs. Both.
Please add Philip Outlander to the show.
Oh, okay. So let's put Philip into the shop now. That's gonna be fun. I see that on YouTube and on Twitch there have been questions about LMGs already, and you will be pleased to know that with this update, with update 13.1, which is coming your way soon, it's not live yet, but it will be, we have made further tweaks to machine guns, mostly for their spread when you're shooting, and for their spread while you're jumping and shooting at the same time, and also for reload times. So it takes longer to reload machine guns now. Not all of them, but most of them. We will be showcasing, or Philip will be showcasing it later on when we get into an encounter. Philip, could I ask you to show off the shop to our Outlanders? Because one more thing that we added with update 13.1 are some snazzy, fancy beards. As you know, No Shave November is here, and this is how we would like to refer to it in the game in our own way with some snazzy beards. This one is specifically on the featured shop, but this isn't the only one that we have. It should also be, I think, in the cosmetics tab. But feel free to purchase it if you'd like.
Sure.
Like, we don't.
Actually, the combination looks nice.
Actually, it looks good. Yeah. For sure. Nice. And we have more in the cosmetics shop itself. So it would be great if we could. Oh, that was quick.
Yeah.
So we've got them in various colors, and we've also got like thicker beards with the Amundsen beard, also with different colors. And I believe there should be mustaches as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Also different colors. I realize that they're not on this account just yet, so feel free to go crazy and purchase them if you'd like. It's up to you, Philip. So we hope you Outlanders are looking forward to some new beards and new mustaches that we will be adding with update 13.1. It's for No Shave November, so there's that. Let's see what the chat has to say.
What does the chat say?
What does the chat say?
Alright.
Now it gets stuck in my head.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna listen to that song later. Alright. So aside from the nice snazzy beards, maybe it would be good to go through the tutorial, because actually Philip is our tutorial man, and it would be nice to showcase what has changed exactly with the tutorial.
That is true. I would like to. I'm happy to.
Yes, that would be great. If any of you have any questions in chat, please feel free to put... Oh, well, if any of you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. Oh, noes. Oh, okay. That's fine.
That's alright.
Beards are always welcome. That's great. We're happy that you like that. Poor Philip, he's having to spend his money on facial hair. Well, it's not really his money.
That's true.
Alright, so this is how the new tutorial goes, and I believe that Philip will be narrating it for us, and they are asking you to actually teach them.
Yeah, well, so the tutorial was, we have reworked it to, to simply, for one, to simply make it better, but for two, and more importantly, to be it more informational and more welcoming and more like, teaching to the new players, so they would get their hang of the game right in the tutorial, which now should be way better, I think. You cannot. I don't know if you can hear the sounds from the game.
Yeah, they should be.
They should.
able to,
Alright,
I
so
hope
yeah. So the tunnel behind me just collapsed in a way, and now it's completely shut. And so one of the things new in the tutorial are new cutscenes and new dialogues that would narrate the start of the story better. And there is one special thing that we will come to in the near future. Here is the character selection, right at the near at the start.
He's dead.
Need a crate.
Hold to loot.
These are the new, all new UI hints that will disappear right after you do that and get the hang of it. Doesn't bother you anymore. Shooting range is here, so you can try that weapon right from the start.
We have some people who are excited about what the tutorial has to bring. They've even got some ideas or questions on what will be in the
I
tutorial.
mean, we can, and we want. I would want to make it even better in the next updates if there's time and space for that. So feel free to drop any ideas and any points to that.
Mm-hmm. All right. On the other hand, I will check what else the chat has to say in other platforms. Mm-hmm. This cutscene is really... It adds to the suspense. Well, alright. So you gotta heal yourself now. So it's basically helping players learn some of the mechanics that would come very helpful and useful for them, like healing up, for example. Because a lot of new players ask, how can I heal up? I don't know what to do. So hopefully this tutorial can help.
There is something a bit wrong.
We can look into it later on, Philip. You may go zoomies down now to those
Yeah.
Outlanders.
It's as you said at the start.
Oh yeah, well, Zbyněk is also a fortune teller.
Yeah.
That is.
It's my job to expect that something
expect
is
the worst,
not going to get wrong. And I'm always happy if I'm not right.
But so now you are low-key sad. All right, so you can go ahead and sprint.
Yeah, a couple of new UI hints throughout the map, so you can get the hang of it pretty early.
Blood trails.
Blood trails also, yeah, leading you ominously to the place.
Ooh. All right, interesting.
So that's it.
All right.
When something with something, I think it was something connected with the loading of the things and different scenes.
All right. So it even teaches you to use
Yes.
consumables like the grenade.
Yes.
Can you lob it over or? Nah, you're gonna have to. Okay.
Yeah, there's no way to get past that
Until you remove the.
and then you can try out the thing.
All right. And so hopefully,
So as you can see, there are AI in the tutorial that will make it a little bit challenging for the newcomers. If you find them too easy, that means that you already have the good hang of the game. It simply is meant to introduce the players to some kind of action before they jump into the real action in the encounters. So
Or you can use it just as a practice.
yeah, just
Target
live target practice.
Yeah.
Sure.
or just run away.
Yes, that option is there too. We counted with that option to avoid the conflict entirely.
I have some good news and some bad news.
Go on.
Everyone from your team is dead. But I took care of the perpetrator.
Thank you.
As you are mentioning that some people managed to die of a airdrop, and now it's going to be even more difficult. I mean, the tutorial, like, don't worry, if you die in the tutorial, we have it
That
covered.
is true. That is true. You can also die in the shoot scene, but don't worry, there are checkpoints, and which I did not right now. I didn't use them, but we count with that kind of outcome that you can get killed. Don't worry, there are checkpoints too. You're covered.
Yeah, you don't have to do it from start, from the beginning.
Exactly.
There are respawn points.
All right. And we've got questions asking because we brought up the AI in the tutorial. On YouTube. On YouTube, there's a question: is this the start of having bots in encounters? No. Short answer is no. We are not intending on adding bots or AI to encounters. We've simply added it to the tutorial to help newer players get oriented on what they may or may not experience in the Outlands.
Yeah.
But take it away,
Basically,
Zbyněk.
basically the goal was to introduce players in a soft way to the game, so they will not get killed immediately in first encounters and not knowing what is actually happening. Everybody has chance to give it a try, and give it a shot, like try different tactics with these AIs. Like they are not super smart, and that's intention. Like they don't have even like full damage, so you will not get killed immediately, but you can try to aim different ways and really try to dodge, to cover, and this stuff. So that's why these ARs are in the game, but that's their single purpose. So if they find them stupid, it is because they are not meant to outsmart new players and kill them and to get them frustrated. So yeah.
All right, so hopefully that answers that, and it may.
And I will maybe elaborate on that a little bit more. Like these AIs, you will enjoy in encounters because really they are not meant to be in encounters. You would find them stupid and not fun. So that's why they stay in tutorial only.
Yep.
And you can also get a taste of the radiation damage and effects in the encounter in the tutorial as well. And you can actually die from it.
But the question is, do we want to?
Well, it's the tutorial could be the place where you can try what the effects feel like and what do they do. So right now, yeah, it's already on. And because when you're in an encounter and want to take a look at the radiation, it might be too late and you might be losing precious loot. So feel free to try that here.
Maybe I might get a little bit more technical. Why it's relatively easy to get AIs into tutorial, but why it's extremely hard to have them in the map. Basically, tutorial is quite controlled environment with a very strict pathway where everybody can go, and to create AI for that limited space is fairly easy. But if you have like huge maps like these in Vigor, which were not built in AI in mind, there are no nav meshes and to define all these things which AI needs to operate well, we would spend immense time on that, and we still can deliver much more fun features and interesting features into the game than spend like 1 year on building maps or refactoring maps to be AI capable. So that's why it's not like that we don't want to, but there is like much more benefit in doing other things if you consider time we have between releases and so on.
All right, thank you, Zbyněk and Filip, for going more in depth about our new tutorial, and thank you, Filip, for narrating the thought process or how the tutorial goes as well, and well, both of you for explaining the AI situation as well. And now we've got more questions about LMGs. So maybe now would be the time for us to show what we've changed with the machine guns. Could you perhaps equip some on you? Oh, you already had some. Well, of course of habit. Force of habit. But yeah, so we will basically be showing some of the machine guns that have received tweaks, and then we will also be showing how the new lobby screen looks like, because we've enabled Booster Apocalypse specifically for the preview build, so that our partners can try it out, and so that we can also showcase how the new lobby UI will look like when there are discounts available for boosters or for insurance and such. Alright, so let's have a look. at what the chat has to say. Philip, you little meta spammer. Well, but no, we're literally instructing him to go with machine guns so we could show you what changes we've made with 13.1.
How could I show you if I do not equip them?
Good question.
Because there was a lot of questions in the chat, like what are you going to do with LMGs and MGs in general? So that's what we are going to share. And I would be not good streamer.
Ooh, that was fast.
Oh yeah, well, I guess the parameters for matchmaking has been changed, but it's specifically for the preview build, so for any questions that might arise, this is specifically only for the preview build, so only developers and partners have access to it. That was suspicious. Could we perhaps get a hand from some of our devs who are on the Twitch chat right now, maybe? Oh, yes. Okay, so I will message one of our devs.
Shall I try again?
You should probably.
Let's go.
That would be awesome. Let's see. Why not the shooting range? Because we want to take this opportunity to show you other lobby UI changes, like I explained just a few moments ago. So yeah.
And there we go.
Okay, this is fine.
Looks fine.
Yes, this is good. This is comforting. Alright, so we have the booster apocalypse enabled specifically in the preview build, and now we can see indicators on discounted boosters because we received plenty of feedback that players didn't know that there was a booster apocalypse going on, and we decided to make it better for you and to have these nice red indicators and scratched out or slashed out prices so that you know what the original price is and what the price should be in that specific encounter during that specific time. Alright, let's go and have a look at what the chat has to say. Okay, they're asking us to show off the new premium pack, so maybe we could show them the cosmetics about it later, but for now we will do the LMGs or MGs right now, okay? Let's see what the chat has to say. We need to make sounds for that later, probably. We need to discuss this. Alright, so a few of the machine gun changes we've made are the spread. It's been increased when you are shooting. I hope that it's not deafening any of our players. But the bloom has been increased when aiming, and actually in essence, I believe Alex or Sweet Tsunami was explaining to me that it renders spray and pray basically useless because the bloom just gets so much bigger and so unreliable. So when you try to spray and pray, it just won't work out as you want it to.
And believe us, we tried that a lot. And I don't know if you were on the playtests too, right?
Yes.
So we tried that a lot.
wild.
We focused on that, and it is not that enjoyable as it was initially in the terms of
Yes.
And because I personally think that it works. That tweak was very good.
And we've got someone in the chat asking, nerf the LMGs please, is the reason people quit the game. Yes, we were just presenting that the bloom for machine guns has increased much more now compared to how it used to. It's a bit hard to showcase it, especially right now because Filip is not aiming at someone, like there is no Outlander around for him to shoot at, but the bloom has definitely increased while shooting in third person. So yes, spray and pray will just not work right now.
And first person isn't that generous either anymore. So.
And could you also perhaps show how it looks like, how the spread looks like when you're trying to jump shot, please, because that's also something that we've modified. The spread is definitely much bigger than it used to be when jump shotting.
So,
machine gun.
And also reload times.
I believe on the playtest I've heard I'd like to see you try. So,
I'd like to see you try. Ooh. Okay.
so you can see that
It is
that would be very lucky to actually hit something.
You still can get lucky or very unlucky,
Of
but
course. You can try your luck, but didn't.
It's going to be
Yeah.
difficult, more difficult
you
to
have to be really it's really close range.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, and they're asking if you could change the crosshair color because it might help showcase.
Oh right,
things.
that is a good point. Yeah.
What crosshair color do you play with, Philip?
Red.
Same. What about you, Zbyněk?
Where that is that?
Purple, violet, or the color name is.
Alright, so hopefully it will help showcase the changes now.
That is a good point.
And there is someone asking if every machine gun is affected or just these two. Well, not all of them were affected, but definitely most of them were affected. Let me find a list. In terms of the spread, it would be the UKVZ, the ZA M72, the MG3, the M249, PKM, RPK, both the RPKs, RPK 74 and normal RPK, the KK, and the L86. So those have their spreads nerfed.
So not just these two, but you are able to bring just two into the encounter. So that's why we are showcasing just two right now.
Yep. And also the reload time has been changed, and this is the M249. So
You can more, but I already reloaded three times, so you can rewind that video.
Right.
2 minutes back and 1 minute back.
Alrighty then. Okay. And what's the other gun that you have, Philip? Please.
That will be the machine GnA.
Oh, it's the MG3, right?
MG3.
Yeah. Okay. So the reload time. But you also don't have any.
Oh, that's already two. Yeah.
Who's a spender?
Too fast. Yeah.
All right. Okay then. Well, hopefully that this showcase has helped players understand, has helped you Outlanders understand that we are definitely listening and we have made more tweaks for machine guns with update 13.1. It doesn't need to be the final tweak we're going to make.
Definitely.
When we release the update and if there is more feedback from the community about it, if it's still too precise, we will definitely assess it and then we will be changing it again.
Yeah, we are observing this topic very closely, but we don't want to dump MGs like to the ground, like to the sewer. Like we want to make it balanced and still playable, but not overpowered. We are aware that so far it was the case, and that's why we are introducing these changes. So we will be watching your responses, and based on that, we will be talking about other changes if needed.
And maybe Philip, since you are exiting, which is great, because then we could probably show off the reload speeds.
So yeah, in the shooting range.
And we also got a suggestion asking us to show the prone and crouch spread / recoil and also burst fire mode. So we could definitely indulge you on that. Philip will just get ready in the shooting range. And basically you could choose any weapon you need because you're in your shelter. Alright, and that's burst with the M249, but to be fair, that is a very close target that you were shooting at earlier, but now it's farther and tougher. So as you can see, even though he's burst firing with the M249, it's not as accurate as it used to be. Alrighty then. Infinite ammo. Let's reload. So it takes much longer now compared to what it used to be, for sure. Alright, let's see what the chat has to say. Progress, people, progress, be thankful. Well, we hope that our players will enjoy what we have in store for 13.1. That's why we're also showcasing it right now, so that players can look forward to the stuff that we've been working on the past few months. Let's see what the chat has to say. Alright. There's a question, has the shooting at the floor and crawl sliding been addressed? I'd like to start with addressing the second one, crawl sliding. That is an issue that I think is related to desync when players look like they're crawling and slippery sliding like snakes. I believe it's a desync issue, and our team will look into ways on how to lessen the prevalence of that issue. As for the first one, shooting at the floor, is it the issue where the player is shooting at something else, but then it actually shoots at you and you didn't perceive the player as shooting at you? If yes, then that would also be a desync issue, but if you would like to elaborate further, if I didn't hit the nail on the head there, just let me know, let us know, put it in the chat. Let's see what else the chat has to say. Need to fix what's broken before you add more junk. What exactly is bothering you? Could you tell us what you believe is broken? Telling us some details, constructive feedback, or with the help of screenshots or videos will be very helpful so that we could understand the issue better and we could tackle it better, because there are also instances when it's hard for us to reproduce issues on our end, and it's very specific reproduction steps, you know? So feel free to let us know what exactly you think is broken, and we will look into it.
We'll happily address that, yes.
Alright, let's see what else the chat has to say.
No, when I'm hitting that, it's just...
No,
Is it still up? Is it still up? Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Alright, so yeah, the reload is definitely taking much longer now. I could notice that, and I hope that our players can notice it too.
More dangerous not reloading mid-action like this.
There's a question from one of our loyal players in the chat. Can you swap the firing mode? Probably not on this weapon.
Oh, boy.
I think that they sent it with the M249, probably, but I have never changed the... Yeah, I never changed the shooting...
Which LMGs have the fireball?
Maybe RPK?
I'm not sure, actually.
We could...
Yes.
Yeah.
The LA6 would.
Yes.
Alright. Okay, let's see.
Anything else?
So yeah, let us know what you think about the changes we've made about regarding the machine guns so far. I've seen in the chat that people are pleased that we are addressing the issues, and we're happy that you're happy, and we're happy that you were so patient to stick with us and let us present this to you. We know that we've been tweaking it constantly, like we did tweaks with a hot fix, as far as I know. We did more tweaks as well now, so hopefully we'll see what how the feedback goes. Sorry, it's the end of the day. We'll see how the feedback goes, and if it needs further tweaking, we will get into it. So we hope that when the update drops, you will be trying out the machine guns, and you will let us know what you think. And so let's just recap what's been added to update 13.1. Right now you're seeing some of the LMG tweaks that we made, or even heavy machine guns, because machine gun earlier. We've added new beards and mustaches, as it's No Shave November. We've added Legacy Season 9 to the game as well, which you can use to actually get the grenade plan in case you haven't received it yet.
And AKSU.
Oh yeah, the A74 KSU.
KSU.
Yes. Alright. So, yes, once Filip is done and has finished his mag with this L86, we should look into Legacy Season 9, if that's possible.
Sure.
Please. Alright, so we added Legacy Season 9. Is it at the top, maybe?
Stuckers.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah, the UI, it said it said number 4, and I thought it meant like Season 4, but actually it was level 4 on Season 9. So yeah, these are just some of the cosmetics that you could receive with Legacy Season 9.
I like this uniform.
That was a good season, yeah.
It is. It's hella
There
good.
was some great.
Feel free to scroll through it, Philip, so we could showcase the cosmetics to our players and maybe some plans if we don't have it all already in this account. All right, let's see.
Rusted.
So the thing with Legacy Season 9 is that we won't be releasing any more Legacy seasons after Legacy Season 9, so, but don't worry, there is a perfectly good reason for this. It's because we want to make way for new features in the game that would basically render Legacy seasons, I don't want to use the word obsolete.
That was actually what was in my mind, but
Yeah, but don't worry, we're not gonna take action on this really anytime soon. We will be sharing more info with you in the near future, but we're not taking action on it right now. It will take a long time. It's just some early information for y'all. All right, let's see. There's a comment. All I want is an option to be able to craft more than one bandage at a time. Well, that would be a good option. I don't think that we are considering on adding batch crafting right now, but it could be good for the future. We could consider it.
some quality of life.
Yep, for sure. Right, and one more thing that I forgot to mention when we were recapping what is new or what has changed with update 13.1 is the UI for the lobby, which some of you may have seen already earlier. Whenever there's Booster Apocalypse, you'll be able to see discounts marked clearly and discounted prices as well. And also we added new vinyls, which they're not that easy to find because they are mementos, but we do hope that you can find them in the Outlands once we release update 13.1. And along with those new set of vinyls, we added a new title, which is Disco File 2, which we don't have in this account because we haven't completed our vinyl collection just yet. So hopefully you can look forward to that as well. Alright, and someone in the chat is referring to the LMG changes and said that the KK needed the biggest nerf of all. Not to worry, the KK is one of the guns that made it to the list, of those that we made changes to. Alright. New vinyls, awesome. Well, we're happy that you think it's great, that's good, because the community's been asking as well for, like, new mementos to collect because they really liked them, and they also said that they liked vinyls, so we present to you.
Do we have any of these vinyls already on split?
I'm not sure just yet. I will have to. I don't think so because the update isn't out yet. So
Stay tuned.
yes,
Literally.
stay tuned. All right, Philip, feel free to queue up for another game if you would like. I know that this is the preview build, so it's up to you.
Competition, right?
Yeah, maybe like we could just rehash the stuff that we were showing off earlier, like the new UI for the lobby, and maybe also the beard, since you're already in the shelter. Like that would be nice. And while Philip is fiddling around in the shelter, we could go through some questions that we received through our social media. This one is from Twitter. Is there any chance that the saving outfits feature is coming soon? I would like to answer, but maybe you have a nicer response.
Sorry, I was reading chat.
Oh no, this is fine. The question is if there's any chance that saving outfit as a feature is coming soon.
Coming soon. Coming in the future, maybe?
But not coming soon per se, so yeah.
Depends how you see soon.
Yeah. Well,
Soon is subjective. For sure. You were right. Alright, let's see what else. Oh yeah, those are
like not in this update, but
in the future it would be possible. Let's see. Yeah, there's this Shamrock Green beer. That's hella cool. Yeah. Feel free to buy them, dude. We have a lot
Sure.
of crowns.
Let's buy them all.
This is actually a good question from the chat, but I will leave it up to you, Zbyněk, if you would like to address it or not. While I will check other.
Actually, we were talking about the crossplay like multiple times. We didn't scratch that idea, but there was like more and other things we were working on. There are multiple. I don't want to like promise something, but we are doing steps towards to that point in terms of requirements which needs to be met to introduce platform crossplay between certain platforms. Once we will be close enough, like we are sure that it can be a thing, that we can introduce it into the game and we will support it, we will know it. But it's not like it will be like soon. But we will definitely, we would like to have it definitely in the game, but we need to do certain things and preparations also from the technical standpoint is not that easy. So once we introduce it in the game, we want to be sure that everything is working fine. But it's not going to be there in next update or like soon, but definitely this idea is still in our heads, and it's not like that we don't want to have it there. We just need to do like a lot of stuff, preparation and work in background to make it possible.
Yep. Thank you, Zbyněk.
I know that you guys would like to hear like when, or the problem is that even we don't know when.
At this point.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Zbyněk,
Yeah.
for sharing this information with the community.
Yeah, I would like to share more, but that would be
And that is the end of the sentence.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through some of the statements we got in the chat. One of the players said that they love the updates. Are there any plans to let us sort and filter guns in the equip screen, just like we have it in the cosmetic screen? I think that would be cool to have. It might be another quality of life thing that we could consider, like sorting the weapons based on category or weapon class, let's say.
It's something I would like to have that, yeah.
And let's see. One of our players has been asking us to get back to working on the game and that actions speak louder than words. Well, we are working on the game constantly, as we are showing the preview build right now, which, by the way, preparing server is taking quite some time. This is suspicious.
Weird.
But basically, we are working constantly on updates and new things behind the scenes. Our small team is working very hard on it, and we have limited time to push out everything that we want to, but we always have a list of things that we're working on behind the scenes that we end up releasing finally. So, and Zbyněk took a heavy sigh there because you know.
So like we have some big plans for the next year. No spoilers, sorry, but there is a lot of things in preparation we would like to introduce, and we believe you guys will appreciate. A lot of these things came from your feedbacks and wishes, basically. So, stream crashed.
Let's have a look. I don't see it crashed on our data, let's say. I think that it might just be...
It's back.
It's back. Okay.
So I don't know what you've heard or not. What I was saying that we have some big plans for the next year. Some of these things are based on your feedbacks and wishes. Some of them are from our heads, surprisingly. Designers are working hard, and technicians, programmers, scripters, everybody is working super hard. So
Well, producers work hard.
yeah,
Don't forget
we are
about that.
just hanging around.
Yeah, right.
It's fun.
Yeah.
No,
Mhm.
yeah, you can see my circles, eye circles. So basically, yeah, there's a lot of things which are going on in the background. You are not aware yet. There will be a lot of nice stuff next for the next year. Just you have to wait a little bit longer. There will be like very nice things in season 14. You will find out that these are like brand new features, not just things that we just reinvented or whatever, and we will continue on that trend. But I'm not going to spoil anything now, because if we, for any reasons, because really world is super stable right now. For any reason, if we are delayed, you will not be upset about that. So that's why. But as soon as we will be sure that we can bring these things into the game, you will know it, and we will tease it.
Mm-hmm. Sorry for this. Philip, could I ask you to restart the preview build, please? It looks like it's going through some issues right now, so that would be great. Thank you, Zbyněk, for enlightening us and the community as well on this.
Like, I have to be specific and mysterious in the same time, so it's hard to explain things.
But you're doing great. I can assure you that you are doing great. Oh yeah, this is a new, this was good. One of our players reminded us that there should be a new premium pack that we've added with 13.1. Maybe we could show that off, Philip?
Right.
If it's possible, we could just look through the preview, don't try to purchase it or anything, just go through the preview of it.
I try to practice things.
Mm-hmm. And while Philip goes through the shelter, we have a quick question from our social media as well. Are there any plans for a new encounter map, and are the shootout maps rotating anytime soon? Yes, we have plans for a new map. It's something that we would like. It's a part of the nice things that Zbyněk said we would like to present next year. Mm-hmm. Yes, upcoming. Upcoming. So, yes, hopefully that answers your question. And yes, now to the premium pack. It's the Soldier of Fortune. Oh, it's not here. Alright, well, it's probably because, you know, this is the preview build, so not everything is here, but...
Yep.
So, yeah.
It needs to be enabled somewhere.
Mm-hmm. So sorry about that. Sorry for the false hope, and this is why we don't want to promise anything in small cases like this, so that we don't get your hopes up. All right. Let's see. Is there still a hip fire glitch? Which one?
Yeah.
It would
It sounds like that we have many hipfire glitches, and we
Not
have
that many, but it's not just only one, right? It's
yeah. So if
What do you mean?
Yeah, if you could clarify for us, if you could send clips
11 HP.
so that we could understand which one you're referring to, and we'll get back to you. Let's see what else the chat has to say in other platforms as well. Oh yeah, that's nice. Alright.
I'm still playing on PS4. So every time I see Vigor on some new gen console, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty.
Oh, and yes,
FPS, right?
just to quickly point out, there are the discounts on the lobby UI, which is also a new change that we've implemented with update 13.1, but those discounts are only available when we actually have a booster apocalypse or another event set up. So yes, we have it set up specifically for the preview build, which we devs and partners have access to. The public doesn't have access to it yet, so hopefully that clears it up. This is not in the public build, so no one else can enter if you're not a partner or a Vigor dev. All right, let's see. We actually have 5 more minutes left until the end of the stream.
Really?
Yes, we do. Oh, and you brought a machine gun, which is great. Because then we could also remind the players that with update 13.1 we made changes to the spread of various machine guns. Ooh. Yeah, we made changes to the bullet spread of various machine guns, so basically spraying and praying won't be as efficient anymore, and it also has increased a lot in terms of spread when you are jump shotting, so hopefully that will help. And the reload time has been changed, so it takes longer to reload machine guns now. So hopefully that clears it up. And it looks like our stream was down for a bit. I hope it wasn't down for too long. That would be a shame. But okay. Let's see what else the chat has to say, and then we will go to the last question that we got from our socials. What happened? Oh,
Filip's fan club.
Philip has a fan club.
Do I? Oh, really?
All right.
But you can play it again and again, and you
You could watch the VOD. And this isn't the first stream that Philip has appeared on, so there are many VODs to go through. There's this question. So there are new beards for the guys, but us gals play too. Are there any plans for female cosmetics? Not specifically with this update, but if you have any suggestions for female specific cosmetics you would like to see in the future, please let us know. A lot of our outfits are actually unisex, so we feel that they could work for both genders, and we even have some, I don't want to say feminine, because I don't believe that pink is a specifically feminine color, but there are some ladies there who love pink, so feel free to equip them if you would like to. And as I promised, we will go on to the last question that we got from our socials, while Filip is showing off the massive, well, it's not very massive because he's not spraying and praying, but okay, yes, thank you, Filip, for jump shotting and then spraying and praying to show off the huge spread of the bullets. Alright. Last question from one of our players. How do I acquire weapon plans in the game? My group and I are new. There is no indicator or path presented to progress with weapon plans.
Yeah.
I have plans that I cannot use and I cannot craft anything my crafting table has unlocked without parts or plans. So it seems like this player is new, as he mentioned, that his group and him and his group of friends are new. You can acquire weapon plans and also consumable plans through airdrop crates, so that should help. But it is a fair point to mention that there is no clear indication about it.
And I think I'd like to address that in the future, and I think that might be possible to address actually. So that is a good point from a new players to bring up those points that might be overlooked from our side. Yeah, so good point actually.
Actually, we read it just before stream started, and we were like, oh, maybe tutorial should address that as well, or in some way, and we might incorporate it into the part of the tutorial. So for you new players, if after playing new tutorial, if there are still some things unclear, just let us know which things aren't clear for you, and we might find way how to communicate it better for new players.
Exactly.
You know, that's a problem. Like if you are playing some game for a while, it's hard to say which things are obvious and which are not. So in case that you have a list of things which are not that obvious for you as players, just let us know, and we will make things better and more instructive.
Yep. And we've actually reached the end of the stream, but I would like to pick one last question from the chats so that we could wrap it up And the last question that I would pick out would probably this one. When is update 13.1 dropping? Within the next couple of weeks. Very near future. Just around the corner, for sure. Hopefully what are you laughing about?
No.
Oh, okay, well, they're Philip's fan club again.
No. I was laughing at your answer about upcoming update. Yeah, that's exactly that.
Yeah, it's just around the corner at this point, so for us at least. Alright, so that's about it for showcasing update 13.1. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Philip, any last words for our community before we head out? Or your fan club?
Favorite last word.
I would like to ask any new players to if they want, it would help us and you in the end greatly. If you could share something about the rework of the tutorial, give it a good playthrough, and not just new players, veteran players, also all players basically. But but any feedback is highly appreciated.
Mm-hmm. Great, thank you, Philip, for that. Zbyněk, any final words before we leave for
Yeah,
today?
I agree with Filip.
Okay. Alright.
Now, thank you everybody for playing Vigor. You are awesome community, and we value your feedback. So, feedback the tutorial, feedback LMG changes, and we will be listening.
Mm-hmm. Great. So, yeah, as already mentioned, thank you everyone for stopping by. We hope that you are looking forward to update 13.1, which is dropping real soon. And we will see you in the Outlands. Bye-bye.
See ya.
See you in the Outlands.